Pleased to be joined by one of the members of the NHL 24 Team of the Year for his incredible 2023, Cale Makar. Cale, congratulations, first and foremost. How do you feel? What does it mean to you being a two-time now member of the NHL Team of the Year after being the cover athlete for this game as well?
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on again. Yeah, no, honored. It's a cool thing, obviously. I think last year we got the pair of skates, so that was kind of neat. And it's a blown up thing in a lot of other sports. I feel like they get something for team of the year. So guys in the NHL at least maybe don't look at it as blown up as that, but no, it's still pretty cool to have that as a kind of little token of I guess a little cool piece. So.
Absolutely. And when you think of the year that passed, obviously a lot of great moments, memories on ice, off ice. But when you think back and allow yourself to just think back at the year that was the 2023 kind of season, just any moments, goals, highlights stand out to you as far as the personal kind of side of things?
No, man, that's tough. I don't know if there's anything that really stands out like in terms of things I did. I feel like it was such an up and down season, and yeah, I'm trying to even think of little things that would stand out to me. I think a big one. It wasn't me, but obviously, I mean last year, obviously Miko getting to 50 goals was pretty cool, and then Nate hitting 100 points too. So to be there for those ones for the first time, that was pretty sweet.
Great milestones, and I'm sure a lot of milestones coming, not just for yourself, but for them. And maybe when we turn the page on the next team of the year, they'll be joining you in it. As far as just people that get you to this point, there are obviously a ton of people that, and we've already talked about how humble you are and always thanking other people before yourself. But when you think of just maybe the unsung hockey heroes, is there someone that comes to mind where outside of the family and teammates and friends that just come to mind that make you able to do what you're able to do on the ice every single day?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's like one specific person. I think like you touched on, it's a combination of everybody in your life, whether it's parents, friends. I mean, I've touched on this so much, but I was so fortunate to have so many great coaches along the way, and especially at a young age. Um, Obviously, you can get coaches that are very strict on players and stuff, but for me, having coaches that kind of let me mold myself in the player I wanted to be. And as a kid, you didn't really see that kind of the Russian defenseman too much, where he was trying to be a forward every other day. So for me, I think that was just crucial in my development, and those early coaches kind of giving you that freedom and that confidence to mold your game into kind of what you want to be.
You mentioned the skates before. You're going to get another pair of custom skates, which is awesome. And skate culture, I feel like, has kind of become a thing in this modern day and age. And it's kind of come along with just like cleats and football and shoes and basketball. And it's kind of slowly picking up. You see it with the international tournaments more, where Bauer puts like the flag on the skates and things like that. So what do you just think of skate culture, how it's developed over the years, and if you could customize your own skates, what are some of the things that you'd put on them?
Oof, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean it's cool. Obviously, you see everything in other sports, like NFL guys do cleats, and then NBA guys shoes, and so on. So for us, it's tough. Obviously, skates are so expensive, and to just wear them one game like that. I mean, hopefully, actually, you could probably profit quite a bit from charity from that stuff, and I know guys do. And obviously, you see guys like Austin Matthews who do the custom designs and stuff. So it could be a different avenue that guys look into getting at, because if fans like that stuff, that'd be kind of a cool little token. But no, for me, I mean, I'm pretty plain and simple. It's tough. I don't know if guys started customizing their skates, maybe I'd look into it. But yeah, you could do like some special occasions or something like that, or if you have something that you support, I feel like that'd be cool. But nothing comes to mind right now in terms of if I actually had to design my own skate. Maybe I'll pitch it to Bauer. There you go. Maybe we'll get some skates out in the market, some customized ones for everybody.
It's a surprise now, so everyone's just waiting to see it, which makes it even better.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, sticking with NHL 24 in the game, obviously a ton of great players on Team of the Year, and Hockey Ultimate Team, a huge part of NHL, where you can just play with so many different people, combine the male and the female players in one line and lineup. So just want to go through a couple of Ultimate Team starting lineups where you get the freedom to choose who you want to play with. So I'll give you a couple themes and then give me a starting five and a goalie, and
Yeah.
you can kind of take it from there. So maybe let's start with like all-time Colorado Avalanche. A lot of great legends, a lot of great players you're already playing with. But if you can
Yeah.
only pick three forwards, 2D, and a goalie, who are you going with?
Well, I feel like goalie unanimous, you got to go Patrick Waugh. And then I mean forwards. Oof, that's tough because you know, like anytime. I mean, you can't pass on Joe, so you got to go Joe, and then you can continue with old timer like Forsberg. Um, yeah, maybe throw Nader Miko in there forward. It's tough with that. There's been so many good players, but and then D-man, man, I'd probably go like Ozelinch maybe and Foot. Probably can. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Am I missing a main one?
No, Foot Oselinch. I mean, yourself, you'd be up there, and a lot of people,
I
obviously, and
wouldn't put
then
myself in
you
one
wouldn't put
rank.
yourself, and then Rob
No,
Blake
for sure.
would probably be another one
Yeah,
that
Rob
people
Blake
go.
you could throw him in there. So I feel like that's it probably rival a lot of team in the league starting five lineup for franchise that line, that's for sure.
Definitely. And then if you like add the Quebec Nordique side of things too, there's just like so many other
Yeah, it's
legends that
crazy.
great franchise. We'll get another starting five here. Just players that you've never played with as far as just being on the same team. So any international event, I guess, doesn't count. And then anyone with the Avs doesn't count. So players that you'd want to play with one day that you can in the video game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a unanimous probably McDavid Crosby up front, and then oof, I don't know who else. I mean, on the back end, I feel like a guy like Hedman or Heiskanen would be a lot of fun to play with on the left, and then on the righty, I mean, I'd probably go same with the lefty, probably like Yossi or somebody like that. Um, well, I guess I don't have to do it. Do I have to do current players for this?
You can pick legends if you want. Yeah.
Oh man, well if you go legends, like you go anybody like Lidstrom, that'd be pretty cool. I basically play with him already with Taser, but it's just like you might as well go for him. But yeah, I don't know about a third forward. I have to think about that one. But I mean, you could go with anybody. If I went legends, I'd probably go Mario Lemieux. I was a big fan of him growing up.
Super Mario. You can't go wrong with Super Mario and Crosby on the same. It's funny they actually played together in their career, so you reunite
There
them a
you
little
go.
bit there. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more segments here. So this is just something we like to call my first time. So I'll just give you some prompts and take it as in depth or as short as you want to go. So first one, the first time you broke a hockey stick.
The first time I broke a hockey stick. Oof. I don't remember I want to say it was on an outdoor rink actually.
Okay.
Um, and it was one of my first sticks, probably my first stick where I developed a good shot. I think it was from Canadian Tire. It was an old Vector stick, a silver Vector.
Ooh.
I don't know if there was like a specific name for it, but a Vector. I used to love that stick. So I don't know if it was that one I broke. But I feel like I remember breaking a stick for the first time ever on an outdoor rink, and I was like, it was like shocking to me. So.
Did you get that same stick after too? If it was the Vector, did you go with the same one or a different one?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever got that one. I think I moved because the big craze at the time was like the Warrior Dolmite, maybe. That was
Yeah.
around kind of the same time. So it was like a black and blue stick. That or I think, or I guess Easton was really big. The S11 I had, it was yellow, really young. So that was another good stick.
Love the Easton sticks.
Or
Sad that they're
the mission sticks were good too.
yeah, so many good ones. It's
Yeah, I forgot about all this to be completely honest with you. Those are so good.
there we go. Trip down memory lane. Okay, first time playing an NHL video game.
First time playing the NHL video game.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, I probably would have. There was like the on the computer, my cousin I think had like the one joystick thing. It was like the big handle, and that was how we played. I feel like that was I don't know what NHL that would have been, but that was on our computer screen. Even my brother and I, we had the joystick and we would play it on that.
That's
That
wild.
was fun.
So
Yeah.
so much different than a controller.
Yeah, like I'd be curious to see like even find one of those nowadays, like the one handle joystick where you just hold it with your one hand. So yeah.
Hillary and I was saying she first played NHL on a PC as well. So I'm surprised to hear you playing on a joystick as your first one. I love it. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
well, I mean, were they, I don't even know. Like, I mean, the console was like the PS2 where it like
Yeah.
developed. That was like '07 probably. And
Yeah.
so maybe if it was before that, it would have been joystick, but I don't
That's
know. Yeah,
amazing.
what it was. Yeah.
That's so cool. First hockey jersey you ever owned.
First hockey jersey. I mean, it had to have been a Flames jersey. Obviously, growing up in Calgary. Um, I don't know if it was a specific player, but I don't know if I really had a specific player jersey growing up, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, and probably just a blank Flames jersey.
There you go. First time you played against someone that you thought was just at the time like better than you, whether whatever age you're at, you're just like, wow, this person is like unreal.
Wow. That's a deep question. I've never thought about it like that before. Uh, Man, I feel like back in the day, like when we used to grow up, like spring hockey and stuff, when places used to make like the power teams, there was always like
Mm.
we go to tournaments and we play a team from Vancouver and they had like all the big studs on it. Like I think it was like I didn't know them at the time, but like Jost, Fabro, and like they were all studs. They all went like top round in the WHL and stuff. And I just remember playing those guys with our Alberta team, and they were all huge. And it was just I feel like that was a big one for sure.
It's like the AAU teams for basketball, where it's just like travel teams and you're just facing the studs everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
First time someone famous followed you on Instagram, where you were just like, holy crap, that person followed me.
First
If
time
that's
someone
happened before.
famous. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of if anybody even famous follows me. Yeah, nothing. Nobody comes to mind in terms of I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. I'd have to
Yeah.
go back and look to see if there's any. Well, maybe actually, well, I'd probably go when I was drafted. I think like Nate and Landy they followed me, so I thought that was pretty cool. That was probably like a cool moment for me. But yeah,
It's a great one. I love
yeah,
that one, especially right after you get drafted. It's like
yeah,
always nice for that to happen.
exactly.
First time you took a penalty.
First time I took a penalty. Oh man. I don't know about first time I took a penalty. Trying to think. I mean, young, I feel like
Yeah.
probably I took a penalty and then I feel like I remember times where I'd be crying going to the box because I like felt so bad and like I was really young. That was probably like novice or maybe I don't even know if we did penalties in tyke, but tyke or novice, and that was like devastating. Like that was yeah.
Sounds like everyone's first penalty story. At that age, you're like, oh, I let the team down. It's over.
Yeah.
First hockey battle scar.
First hockey battle scar. Oh man. I don't even know on that one to be honest with you.
It's okay.
Like yeah, that I don't I nothing comes to mind on that one.
That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Hopefully
Yeah,
that
I guess that is
continues,
a good
right?
thing. Yeah.
And then last one for you here. First player you idolized growing up.
First player idolized. I mean, probably looking back, obviously, my first kind of jersey being in Calgary was a Flames jersey, probably. So I loved Jerome McGinley growing up. That was obviously part of my childhood. So probably him, just because you see so much of him everywhere you go around the city, and obviously to him being the captain of the Flames and how well he represented that was he was definitely a good idol for sure in terms of that was probably the I could say probably my youngest, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Calgary at that time it was Iggy. It was all Iggy and
Yeah.
Kipper. Those are like the two guys right there.
Yeah.